Alright, so back in early February of 2015, I had the opportunity to go to the ISS job fair in Boston, and I just wanted to make this video to let people know what to expect when they go, because I didn't know, and so here it is. On the first day, there's like a sign-up day. You go into the hotel, and there are basically two rooms that you should be familiar with. The first room is where you go in and you register. When you register, they will give you a packet that looks something like this, presumably, and that's got all the information that you'll need. I think it's got the schedule of school sales pitches that are going to happen that day. And what it is, alright, so that room has your mailbox, which is just a bunch of folders arranged alphabetically with everybody's name. And it has the mailboxes for the recruiters too. So periodically throughout the course of the event, you should go back to your mailbox and just see if anybody has left anything in there, so you know which recruiters to check out in the upcoming days. Also in that room is a big, thick packet. I don't have it on me, but it's a thick packet that tells about every school's details, and it looks something like it's a bunch of pages that look something like this. And it's got the school name, contact information, salary information, how much you can save, and pretty much all the information that's on the ISS website, only it's at your fingertips. So just periodically check throughout the day that room, and go definitely grab one of those thick packets because you're going to need it for the rest of the day. The other room is kind of like a candidate lounge, where you go in, you can hang up your coat, and there's a bunch of tables and chairs, so you have a place to sit and take notes or whatever. And there's also a bunch of laptops set up, so you have internet access whenever you need it. Now, also on that first day, after you go in and register, there's like a lot of downtime for you to just kind of figure out what's going on. But that day is when the school makes their sales pitches. You should get a list of times and schools and like room numbers to go, where like every half hour so many schools are having like a little sales pitch in a certain room. So you could say at like 10:30 you can go see XYZ school, and the hiring person is in there, and he'll probably show a video and just kind of tell you about the school in case you really didn't know. So that's what goes on that first day. You should go in, register, familiarize yourself where everything is, and then look through the list of schools and make sure that you go to the schools that you're interested in, but also just go to the ones that you might only marginally be interested in too, because like they say, you never know what's out there. Also on that first day, at the end they have candidate orientation, which is basically where you get to ask the ISS people some questions, and they give you an overview of what is about to happen. And I believe that is also when you will be passed out a list of schools that are attending the fair and what openings they have. Now, that's a really great thing to have, so you actually have a list in front of you of, say that you're a social studies teacher, you know exactly what schools are going to need social studies teachers, so you can know who to go to in the upcoming days, and who to register to actually have an interview with. The second day, I think, is the most important day. That's the day when you actually go to the recruiters and you sign up to do an interview with the schools. Now, this on my trip was at 8 o'clock, interview sign up. So what happens is there's some big room, and all the recruiters are like lined up around the perimeter out in alphabetical order by country. So you presumably by this time you already have a list of schools that you're interested in, so you go in and you wait in line if there's a line, or just walk right up and say, "Hi, I'm so and so," and it's really just kind of like a meet and greet, and together you set up an interview time. So you go to all the schools that you're interested in applying to, basically, and they give you a time and a room number, and that's pretty much everything that you do on the second day. Although at the end of the night, they have the candidate recruiter social, which is where they have you'll get like a glass of wine and some some light kind of snacks, and you can just sort of mingle around with all the other candidates and some of the recruiters that you saw earlier in the day. That's a pretty nice time. I would definitely recommend going to that. The third and fourth days are where you keep your interview appointments. You may have an interview during that second day, or you could even have interviews in the third and fourth day. I got emails from people who couldn't make it to the fair on time, but were still interested in me, and so you might be checking your email just to maybe set up an interview during those third and fourth days. But the last few days, there's really nothing going on except for you meeting the various recruiters for interviews, and pretty much that's about it. That's the extent of it, right? There's only like a 3-part thing to it. So if anybody has any questions about anything that I'm saying, or what to expect more, or anything, if I left something out, just don't hesitate to send me, leave a comment, send me a message. I would be more than happy to spill the beans on anything that happened during my experience. I thought it was a positive thing. I walked away. I got a job in a place that wasn't even on my radar, as they say happens all the time. So, like they say, it sounds trite, but be open-minded, and if you got any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.